Hey everybody, I hope you're having a great day today. I'm Chef Tucker and I'd like to take a second to talk to you about some general kitchen maintenance, which is oiling your cutting boards. Okay, so here we have two cutting boards. One is a bamboo and one is a hardwood. And if you can kind of see, they've got little nicks, they've got little scratches in them. That just happens from wood cutting boards being wood cutting boards. But right here you also have lines, and if you can't tell, they've started to pull away from each other. Now, one of the things that oiling will do, just like if you soaked it in water, will help the wood essentially saturate and heal. And I use that term with all the quotation marks. And what it'll do is it'll start to pull it together. If you keep them well maintained, then it will keep them from being damaged too badly. The other thing oiling will do for you is while you have it on the board, it will give a protective layer against a lot of the juices from meats, fruits, and vegetables that you cut on it. So a lot of bacteria won't start growing. So it really is important to try to keep your boards maintained in oil as much as possible. Now, the thing that you're looking to use is a mineral oil or a food safe wax, and make sure they are both food ready, food safe. You can use a vegetable oil if you must, but I recommend against it just because unless you're using it on a daily basis and cleaning it on a daily basis, then what's going to happen is the oil can turn rancid on inside your board and on your board, and it can also be a draw for pests, and you don't need that. Like I said, if you're just completely out of mineral oil and can't find any more, then you can use a cooking oil, but again, it's not a recommendation I would put forward. So, with all that in mind, what we're going to do is we're going to take some oil, just do a decent coat on the top. Now, the heavier of a coat is dependent on how long it's been since it's been oiled. And all you're going to do is just make sure it has a heavy gloss all over it. If you can kind of see, which let me get as close as I can. If you can kind of see, then it is very heavy still on top. And what we're looking to do is we're looking to saturate the wood. And we're going to let it sit like that for about an hour. Make sure that you get the top, let it sit for an hour, get the sides, and then get the bottom. And what you're going to do is, when you're done, just give the excess a wipe off, and then you're going to let it sit for another hour or two. If you can let it go overnight, then I'd recommend letting it go overnight. Now, that one I oil relatively regularly, so this one I do a little bit less so, and I've kept it around unoiled primarily because I've been looking for it as an example for this video, just to show everybody how it looks. And it's hard to see, but the little bubbles on the surface are running down. That's how I know I've got plenty of oil on there. And we're going to let this set for a little while, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to finish up showing you guys how to do this. All right, now it's been 24 hours. We're coming back to take a look at our boards. As you can see, there's a dry spot right here and wet spot right there where the oil has not quite soaked in all the way, but right here in the middle, there's almost nothing, but right over here, got that. So all you got to do is just take a paper towel or a clean linen towel and just go ahead and wipe off the excess. And just let the rest soak in for maybe another hour or two, and then that's it. You have a fully oiled cutting board ready to go. No problems, no fuss, no muss. And that's how you maintain your cutting board. Well, if you like what you saw and you want to see more, make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe. All that good stuff helps me grow. And now that you got another tool in your culinary arsenal, go out and conquer the kitchen.